I do want to start with this because I'm not the only one over the last 48 hours to brag about your Dallas Cowboys and their offseason. I think I didn't feel like I went over my skis yesterday, but I feel like I've gone pretty far with this and I'm comfortable with it. And that is that I don't know of anyone having a better offseason. And this is newsworthy because it's usually just the opposite. I'm usually taking the time, and most of you are as well, to make fun of the Jones boys, Jerry Jones and his son, and what they're screwing up this particular week or what stupid thing they're doing. And I thought, you know what? I'll be fair. I'll be objective. They're not doing anything stupid. They're not just having the best offseason of the NFC East. They're having, in my opinion, the best offseason of the NFC, period. I believe I've made the comment more than once now. They have closed the gap. Now, I know you're going to say, well, this is the offseason, man. Well, this is the season that matters most because the business of professional football with a 53-man roster is about one thing, personnel. It's about players. And you decide next October, November, December, in March, April, and May. That's when you decide next year. Now, you try to survive the season and try to keep people healthy, but everything is decided and predicated on what you do in March, April, and May. That's the football season. And the Cowboys have had a ridiculously good run of finding players to fill spots and check off boxes of really, really solid players. Now, I say all that as a setup. I'm not repeating myself. What I'm saying is, what a weird loss they just had. What a weird, painful, bizarre loss. ESPN's Dan Orlovsky, I think, is an interesting dude. I like his stuff on ESPN. I went further than he did, but he's bragging about your Dallas Cowboys. Now, he's probably not aware at this moment of the loss they just had, the bizarre loss they just had. But I went further than him, although even just to prove that other people are noticing what a good position Dallas is in, he made the point of Dallas having the best offseason, I think he said, of the NFC East.
It's a huge addition. This is a great offseason for the Cowboys. They've had the best offseason in the NFC East. And it automatically makes me think what's coming in the draft. You don't make this trade to get this piece to just add a solid player. You're making this trade for a late round pick to add Brandon Cooks to think, all right, we got to do something to draft to make a splash, make a move, throw a huge swing. They got 3 picks in the top 30. And I looked at Bijan Robinson out of Texas. And this has been said by other people over the past couple weeks. But we're talking about a guy that basically is untackleable, couldn't get tackled in college football. And I know everyone loves Tony Pollard. I do too. I think Pollard's a great piece. He's never had more than 193 carries. I will remind everybody at home, Mike McCarthy fired Kellen Moore, and one of the first things he said was, I want to run the football. So we're talking about running the football organizationally with a guy that's never had more than 193 carries, coming off a broken leg. If you took Bijan Robinson, found a way to get him, they got the 26th pick, but 3 in the top 90, put him into this offense. Now we're talking about Cooks, CeeDee Lamb, Michael Gallup, and Bijan Robinson. We've completely, if you're Dallas, closed the gap on the Philadelphia Eagles. As much as I love Philly, and that's what, in the addition of Stephon Gilmore, makes me think Dallas is ready to go. We got to jump. We got to go swing to chase down some form of an NFC Championship run.
Wow. Okay. Hey, I think I said that. I didn't say untackleable. Untackleable, huh? I get the point, though. Yeah, he's right. Okay, that said, though, you never want to rip anybody. No, you do want to rip them. Everybody's going to make a career choice for whatever reason they want to make a career choice, right? So I'm with him. I made the point before him, and then I think he backed up my point by saying how Dallas has closed the gap and how much Dallas has added offensively and even defensively. They're on a really good run of really smart decisions. And like I said, the entire season is decided in March, April, and May. That's That's the NFL. That's why I tell people all the time, forget the head coach. The GM is the one who matters most. And usually the GM of the Dallas Cowboys, with an old face that could break any moment, usually makes terrible decisions. So they made a great decision. Here's one that is just bizarre to me. I did tweet about this, I think. Yeah, I did. It does not make sense. They just lost Dalton Schultz. Now, Dalton Schultz is not exactly Jerry Rice. He's not exactly a household name. He's a really, really good player at a really, really important position. These, as you've learned because of the 49ers and the Chiefs, these athletic tight ends they're difference makers. You go back a long time ago. I know this is going to sound goofy, but I call players on offense, there are certain players that are just X factors. And remember, football is just a game of matchups. It's like basketball. Each person takes another person, and that's it. That's the game. It's not about schemes. It's about putting your guy going up against that guy and who has a mismatch. So these athletic tight ends that are the difference makers in the game today, and there are plenty of great receivers. There are plenty of good passers. But these guys that are too big for defensive backs to cover, but too athletic and fast for linebackers to cover, make all the difference in the world in an offense. That was Dalton Schultz. No, he's not Travis Kelce, but he's not that far away. He left. He left Dallas. And Dallas has got to figure out a way to find that kind of player. You've got to have a bigger player with a bigger presence in the middle of the field, and you really, really hope you can find one that's athletic. That was Dalton Schultz. I know he's not a superstar by any stretch, but he was a really good player they wanted to keep, and he left for the most bizarre reasons. Yeah, money. Well, not really. I think I tweeted out, man, did this guy want to get out of Dallas? Because, man, did this guy really want to get out of Dallas? I don't understand. I really don't. I understand leaving Dallas for more money. I understand leaving Dallas for more receptions. I understand leaving Dallas because of, I don't know, you don't think you're going to be showcased. What I don't understand is leaving Dallas to go to Houston for a season. Wait, what? What? Who does that? Who does that? That hurts Dallas. Needless to say, that hurts Dallas, and I don't know that I can blame them. I would love to blame Jerry Jones. It's fun to blame Jerry Jones. It's easy to blame Jerry Jones. I don't know how this is his fault. I bet he's sitting there over a cocktail or 10 saying, wait, he left to go where? For what reason? All right, here's the story. Cowboys free agent tight end Dalton Schultz has signed a one-year, $9 million deal with the Texans. I know you're going to say, hey, man, $9 million bucks. I'd live in Waco. Well, no. What if Dallas offered you the same amount of money? Here's what you have to realize. When you play for 1 year in pro football, you're betting on yourself. Okay? That's what you're doing. And a lot of times it can work, and a lot of times it doesn't work. You know what is not a smart bet? Houston. I would not bet on myself on that team. That's not a good look. You know, if you said, hey, he's got a 1 year deal and he's going to Philadelphia. He got a 1 year deal and he's going to San Francisco. He's got a 1 year deal. And say he followed Aaron Rodgers to the Jets. I mean, all that stuff would make sense. No one does a 1 year deal and goes to Houston. So he signed a 1 year deal with the Texans. Great for the Texans. Sure. Goodbye, Dalton. So long. The deal comes one day after Houston traded its top receiver, Brandon Cooks, to Dallas in exchange for 2 draft picks. Smart move by Dallas. Not a dumb move by the Texans, by the way. I'm questioning what this guy is possibly thinking, and if I were Jerry Jones, I would not understand this. Schultz's reported deal came less than an hour after the trade between Houston and Dallas. It's reported the tight end, and he's really good and really valuable. He turned down a 3-year, $36 million contract with Dallas. Wait, what? Bad team, less money, no quarterback. Okay, I'll take it. Who does that? What? I hope it works out. I mean, in a freakish way, I hope it works out for the guy. So he had 57 catches, I think it was something like 600 yards, 15 touchdowns, blah, 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 blah. I'm bringing this up because it's been such a good run for Dallas. They have checked off every box, and now they're going to have to go draft a tight end or find one somewhere else, and you're not going to find one like this guy. Okay? He's not Travis Kelce, but he is in that next group of players, these tall, athletic guys that just are real difference makers. You just don't know how to cover them, and he's that guy. And let me break this down, how weird this is. Okay? He's leaving for reportedly less money. Got it? Okay, to go to a lousy team for 1 year. That's a 4-win team. Okay, next year they win 5, maybe. So you're telling me he couldn't have his pick of teams that would want him? I mean, if you had to go somewhere for a year and you're going for a year to say, you know what, I'm going to have a big year and my next contract is going to be, $75 million. Yeah, it would make sense. You'd say it's a gamble. But he went to Houston. No one does that. I don't know what his agent is doing. I hope he's got friends there. Maybe he loves Galveston and the beach tar there. Maybe likes strip centers. Maybe likes humidity. Maybe likes petrochemical. I don't know what he's doing. And I bet you Jerry Jones is thinking, wait, I'm sorry. What is he doing? How did we lose that guy? He's a talented player, so let me break down this gamble 2 ways, okay? This is the gamble he's taking. Number one, taking less money usually means there's an upside for the near future. In other words, you're going to catch more passes. You're going to be showcased in a different way. Maybe you're getting away from a team full of superstars, and you're going to be, you're going to be the focal point of the offense. You're trying to find a way to put yourself in a calculated position for you to look better. Or in some cases, guys, typically later in their career, and I know people don't believe this, but it's very true, they want to go somewhere where they can win. They played a long time in the league or been around for a while, and they've realized, you know what, I've done a lot. I've made money. I want to go and win for a change. Well, this dude has done neither. He's just gone to Galveston to play in a horrible football team for 1 year and reportedly for less money. So, okay, that's 1 year. It's a 1-year deal in Houston with a team that is almost starting from scratch. It's an awful offense. Got it? Awful. There's very few worse. Number two, what is he doing? He's taking a 1-year deal. He's not taking a 1-year deal to go play with Aaron Rodgers. He's not taking a 1-year deal to go play with Patrick Mahomes or even Dak Prescott. He's taking a 1-year deal to go play with a rookie quarterback and a coach that likes to run the ball. This one hurts Dallas. It does. I'm not going to fault them because this is just so bizarre. I assume what's reported is true. They did probably make him an offer. They probably made him a really good offer and said, hey, man, we want you here for 3 years. I get if he says, you know what, calls his agent and says, I'm going to go bet on myself elsewhere. I'm going to go play 1 year and I'm going to go try to make it big. Okay, great, kid. Good answer. Where are we going? Galveston. Can't wait to get there. I have no idea who the quarterback is. The offense sucks, and I'm probably going to catch fewer passes, and I'm going to make less money. Let's do it.